Hey everybody, today we're going to show you where to find all 5 meditation points here in chapter 3 of Black Myth Wukong, so let's jump into it. So our first location is going to be found by the Mirror Shrine in the Snow Hill Path, and once you make your way over here, we're just going to go towards the frozen pond. If you can see this giant tree that's sticking up out of the ground, we're going to go just to the left of that. You're going to see on this little miniature dock, this is going to be where you're going to be able to find your first meditation point. For our next location, we're going to start from the outside the wheel shrine that's found in the pagoda realm. And once you're here, we're going to turn to the right. And essentially for this one, all you need to do is follow the path through the cave and outside the cave. This one's going to be a little bit of a hike as we've got to go a pretty decent distance. Also keep in mind that you'll probably encounter a couple enemies along the way. So just be aware of that. But as we make it outside the cave, you're going to have a little path that's outside, and then you're going to end up right back inside the cave. And then you'll see we'll end up outside once again. But we're going to follow this path for a pretty decent distance, and we're going to turn right where you see the fence where the lantern is. And we're going to break that fence and follow that path to the back. Now, you're going to have a couple enemies back here. You'll see that most of these are just stone enemies, so they're not actually people. But once you're able to take these guys out, you'll see the meditation point is going to be right in the middle of this area. For our third location, you just want to make your way over to the Precept Corridor Shrine in the Bitter Lake. And from this shrine, all you need to do is turn to your right. We're going to come right over here and go down this little pathway. And as you go down the path, you're going to see a Buddha statue against the rocks. And right in front of that statue is going to be your next meditation point. For number 4, we're going to go to the Mindfulness Cliff Shrine in the Valley of Ecstasy. And this one is another hike to get to. And you are going to have to do a couple boss fights along the way. The first one will be right here where we're standing. It's pretty easy, but once you complete that, you'll be able to make your way up the staircase here, which is really long. But once you make it to the top, pretty much all we're going to do is go straight. You'll follow the main path. There's not really any other directions that you can go. You can blow by the enemies that you'll see like we are now if you don't want to take the time to fight them all. But when you get to the very end, we're going to go up this staircase here, and you're going to end up in an arena where you're going to have to do one final boss fight that's going to take place right here. And once that's done, you'll see the meditation point is actually here in the arena. This is going to be location number 4. Our 5th and final location is going to be found near the Temple Entrance Shrine at the new Thunderclap Temple. This one is really close to the end of the chapter, so you'll have to be pretty deep into the chapter as this one's going to be found really close to the final boss. But from the shrine, what you want to do is work your way toward the last temple where the final boss of this level is. To get that, you're just going to go straight. We're just going to work our way through this temple. You're going to see 2 staircases. Doesn't matter which side you take, as we're just going to go up and then continue go in the same direction. You can go inside this building or you can stay on the outside, either or, it doesn't matter. But you want to keep moving this direction until you see the 2 giant staircases. We've got one more normal staircase here. We're going to go up, and then when you see the 2 giant staircases, we're going to take a right. So we've got a couple temples over here. We're going to go into the temple on the right side. You will have an enemy that's inside that you will have to defeat. I've already done so it's easier to just show you where we're going. But once you make it up here, the meditation point will be right in front of this statue. So this is going to be where to find all 5 meditation points here in chapter 3 of Black Myth Wukong. Hopefully this video helps some of you guys out. I appreciate you watching, and we'll see you in the next one.